This week on the Rehash, fake news. So we're having a look at fake news this
Good
week.
evening.
No,
I'm Gloria Borga.
I'm not going to give you a question.
No, not that.
You are fake
not
news.
That kind of fake news. So by now this is a little old. This PSA supposedly by Obama. So it was Key and Peele who actually did it. I think it's worth having a look at, and then let's have a quick chat about it. So let's just watch it together.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time, even if they would never say those things. So, for instance, they could have me say things like, Killmonger was right, or Ben Carson is in the sunken place, or how about this? Simply, President Trump is a total and complete dipshit. Now, you see, I would never say these things, at least not in a public address, but someone else would. Someone like Jordan Peele. This is a dangerous time. Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet. That's a time when we need to rely on trusted news sources. It may sound basic, but how we move forward in the age of information is going to be the difference between whether we survive or whether we become some kind of fucked up dystopia. Thank you, and stay woke, bitches.
Yeah, so that's something, right? People have already made the observation that if you look closely, you can see there's something a little bit weird with the Obama. He's a little blurry, his mouth is a little weird, like if you're paying attention, these are the key words, paying attention, you will be fine. If we look at something like this that's full screen video, it's easy to see these little nuances, but bring that right down to a cell phone, and these little details are lost, It's easier to slip those kind of little details past you. I've got an app that I paid $14 for. That app is obviously not at this level, but it uses your webcam and you can put all sorts of crazy character faces on yourself, and it tracks your mouth, it tracks your eyebrows, it tracks your eyes, and it tracks the movement of your head. So streamers often use it. It's just something a little fun and different. You can make yourself a cat or a, anime girl or something like this, so it's all in fun. But the point is, for $14, I can mask my identity and I can put out whatever message I want to. That's pretty intense. Information is everything today, but the trouble is there's so much of it getting thrown at us that 9 times out of 10 people are retweeting, reposting or resharing on Facebook news articles that they just saw the headline and they agreed with the headline, or they found the headline shocking and so they just share it, and there's no even checking the actual news story. I've been guilty of this in the past, and I've tried to cut down on it, especially if the story seems a little iffy, if it seems a little suspect.
We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. A local man has shared a story about pigs being kept alive for 36 hours and inadvertently read 36 years. The foolish man has gone on a rant about how cruel it would be to keep pig brains alive for 36 years. More on this story as it develops.
But the point is, we see these headlines, we share it. If you see a photo of Obama and a headline that says, "You won't believe what he said about Trump," chances are, if you're a Trump hater, you're gonna look at the video, you're gonna be wanting to believe that it's true, and so you're not gonna put as much critical thought into it, and you'll say, that's so funny, look what he called Trump, and then you'll share it. These things get a life of their own, and that can be really dangerous. The thing is, Almost daily when I scroll through my Facebook feed, I can see stories that are posted that I can tell straight away aren't true. It's a quick search on Snopes.com, even just a quick Google search. The headline, the subject of that story with hoax after the words. Just do that and you'll probably find something that verifies whether the story is true or not. The news is so insane these days. You can't discount anything. And the thing is, people aren't. People look at the news and say, it's so crazy, it's probably true. That's dangerous because not everything that's crazy is true. Before you post something, especially if you agree with it, just check it. Just do a quick check. Big ones, don't post articles from news sources that you don't even know. If you haven't even recognized the name of the news website, it's probably not that good, you know? Check these things on Google. Don't just share it because it seems legit. Here in South Africa, there's a lot of racial tension. You'll see a lot of stories about these hot button issues. Land redistribution is a big one at the moment, so you'll see a lot of stories that are really written to bubble up a bit of hatred for other races or fear. That's another red flag. If the story that you're reading or the headline that you're reading really feels like it was written to incite fear, there's a chance that's probably not even true. Check it. These are the basics, you know, but we've gotten lazy with social media. It's so easy to just hit the like and move on. It's still gonna be shown to people in your network and then somebody else, and then these things just keep growing. Be selective with your likes. Speaking of, I could use one. When it comes to news stories, be very critical, be very skeptical. Pretty much everybody now knows that Photoshop can be used to make something look real when it's not. But the thing is, people haven't quite understood that the same can be done with video. If we can make a Hulk, we can make a Trump. Let's be honest. But so I saw that PSA and I thought, it's worth spreading, it's worth talking about. So, who's willing to admit to sharing news stories when they haven't read anything past the headline? Tell me in the comments below. Let us make a confessional of this YouTube comment. I'll be the first one to admit it. Thanks so much. Please like, please subscribe. Down here in YouTube, send me a comment. Let's hear about you posting fake news. I know you've done it. Let's hear about it. Cool, guys.
Stay woke, bitches.